If there was ever any doubt about who Team Canada's captain should be, the fact that Sid gave us a chance to win all 3 games this week just further proves why he deserves the C. Dude's out here playing like 4 nations are about to face off or something. Of course Tomasino scores in Pittsburgh's shutout win. Honestly, I'm beginning to think those smelling salts did not work on the boys because we are 1 game slept through away from undoing our entire 5-game winning streak. Are we sure we just can't go back to playing the Sharks again? Didn't blow into the Penguins in front of the Dads on Monday. Really gonna have to savor this victory though, because with our leading point scorer traded away and Askarov being sent down to make room for Vanacek, it can only mean one thing. The tank is back on. Yay! Rough start to the week, but we ended it with back-to-back Mackenzie Blackwood shoutouts! Come on, class, say it with me. Thank you, Sharks! Who knows, maybe if Mark Stone hadn't rocketed right into Miro's shins, we might not have needed to trade away a first to San Jose for Granlund and Cece. Even if we pulled the trigger though, it still wouldn't have been the most pointless and needless trade made by a Dallas team this weekend. But I'm fine. We got Mush back, and we're on a 5-game winning streak. That's all I need, right? I'm actually a Clippers fan, so I am equally as disgusted about Luka to the Lakers, but I don't want to ramble on for 3 hours, so instead I'm just going to say, thank God the Kings put Hank Clark back in the lineup, because man, I cannot imagine how embarrassing it would have been to get shut out 3 games in a row this week. First Flyers team to get shut out 3 games in a row in the regular season. We have been outscored 10-0 ever since they announced the increase in ticket prices. And if you're wondering, no, trading away 2 fan favorites for cap space is not helping me cope with the situation. Is it getting chilly in here? Cause it's only his 2nd game as a Flame, but Morgan Frost is already scoring goals for us. It almost makes up for letting go of a promising rookie who genuinely wanted to stay in Calgary for a long time. Almost. I do not care that he is 31. Dominic Shine is a precious little rook in my eyes, and I would die for his happiness. Honestly, same offer goes out to Talbot and Lyon too, because they have definitely saved our ass more than once during this 6-game winning streak. 45 saves from Lyon? Are you kidding? Listen, I love competitive games, but can we please finish our chances? Because after that loss to the Leafs, I am not trying to rely on the refs to decide the outcome of a 1-goal game again. Shout out to Joseph Woll, but I swear, being offside for the Draisaitl goal that would have completed the 4-1 comeback in the 3rd period might have been the most John Klingberg has ever done for us. And he was a Leaf last year. 3 straight victories and we are back on top of the Atlantic Division where we belong. Even capped off the weekend with a swaggy hat trick to snap the longest active winning streak in the NHL by... Wait, the Islanders? Seriously? Hey, look at us. 7-game winning streak with half the team on the injured list? Who would have thought? And that last win against Tampa, man, Tony must have heard them boos coming down from Ottawa and taken offense to them, because who had him scoring the OT game winner? Definitely not me. Oh, y'all thought we were unhinged when we were bad? If we make it to the 2nd seed in the Atlantic and host a playoff series, forget Hartman and the Wild. We might provoke an actual war along the way. Okay, so anyway, losing Kaprizov to injury and then getting destroyed on the road where I thought we were unbeatable kinda sucked. Honestly, the Flower shutout in Montreal was the only thing keeping me from ending it all this week. If this was really it, Flower, you have left the Bell Center with my utmost respect and admiration. Which is more than I can say about my own team right now. Seriously, a blown 2-0 lead to the Ducks? Did we travel back in time to right before Christmas? Who else but the 2nd star of the week, Mason McTavish to spark the comeback. We get more wins like this, or the one where we completely dismantle that poor Kraken goalie, and we might just pay ourselves out of a lottery pick this season. Wait, on second thought, whether it's the refs screwing us against Calgary, injuries tanking the trade value of guys like Yanni, or having to waive our $5 million goalie to send him down to the AHL, I am straight up not having a good time this week. Holy crap, Guru, what happened to you? Anyways, I am having a great time because Logan Thompson is going to be a Washington Capital for 6 more years. And after watching that game against the Jets, I gotta tell you, I would not mind getting a 7-round goalie duel between him and Halibut in June. Agreed. Careful what you wish for though, because if one of our 2 30-goal scorers doesn't get you, you might end up like Boston and face the wrath of the almighty Friar Ford. We allowed a kid to score on his first NHL game with the Jets. We played okay for 41 minutes, my ass, Joe! And sure, the Pasta Hattie against the Rangers was fun, but to their credit, they weren't the ones who allowed 2 of them against the bottom team in the East this week! Unbelievable! A 3-game winning streak that included 2 hat tricks in a game against Boston, and I don't even get to enjoy it because our star forward just got laid flat on the ice and nobody's doing anything about it! So you're saying Neeson got away with a huge open ice hit on Tage Thompson without a single Sabres player noticing, but we couldn't sneak the puck into the net until we were down 3-0 after the first? You know this is Buffalo we're talking about, right? Blowing first period leads is kind of their thing. You know, I wonder which took more time. Us blowing a 2-0 lead in the third period against Columbus for our 1,000,000th loss at home, or this ownership group realizing that Wasatch was a terrible name for a hockey team. Listen closely, Utah Mammoth Outlaws Club fans. First lesson about this year's Blue Jackets is that unless you pay off the refs like Dallas did on Sunday, you can never count us out. Lesson number 2 is, well, wear a full cage or you might just get your entire mouth caved in. Greedy ass Cole Sillinger stealing our 2 points on Thursday. Has he stopped to think about that maybe we need the wins? Because if our goalies keep playing like they have lately, we might fall down to 2nd in the division. Yep, now I see why Brandon Saad left. And believe me, after trading Perunovich for pennies to the Isles, getting screwed by the refs against Vancouver, and then putting up the most lifeless performance against the Avs, I'd probably leave $5 million on the table too just to leave this team. We put together 3 wins for the first time in almost 40 games, and the president of Hockey Ops decides to put on a press conference to air out all the dirty laundry. Don't get me wrong, I'm liking what I'm seeing so far from Hito, Marcus Pettersson, and the other guys, but I'm starting to realize maybe JT wasn't the only problematic individual in this organization. Locker room cancer, my ass! JT Miller scored 2 goals in his debut against Boston and then got Mika Zibanejad going in a comeback win against Vegas, which is nothing short of a miracle, especially after that stinker we put up against the Hurricanes this week. Oh, Vinny, what were you thinking making that drop pass on the breakaway? Anyways, way to tough out this illness for a 7-game point streak, boys. And congrats to Rantanen for scoring his first goal as a Cane. Might have taken a few games, but you did it, Moose. Oh, watch out, Carolina. Rantanen was a -1 in your loss against the Kings. You might want to consider benching him a few games unless you're looking to destroy the morale of your team. I mean, it's not like he's your best player and the one who sparked a 4-goal run to beat Tampa for our only win last Tuesday. Sure, duly noted. Thank God this awful month is over. January could not end fast enough.